Mr. Speaker, I rise today in strong support of a common sense bill that should receive unanimous support in the chamber today. H.R. 9495, the Stop Terror Financing and Tax Penalties on American Hostages Act. Our discussion today is against the backdrop of the atrocious attacks on Israel by Hamas terrorists more than a year ago. And while nearly 6,000 miles away from our nation's capital, 7 Americans, 3 of whom are presumed dead, are still held captive by Hamas. Mr. Speaker, I know this bill won't bring them home, but it does 2 critical things to prevent the support of terrorists and to provide some relief when our brothers and sisters do arrive back on U.S. soil. First, it ends the tax-exempt status of organizations that support terrorist groups like Hamas. This is a no-brainer. We shouldn't reward organizations that provide resources to terrorists or other terrorist-supported organizations. It's unconscionable to think that organizations supporting the savages who are holding American hostages would be in the same tax category as the Red Cross, the Salvation Army, or local churches throughout Kansas. The United States shouldn't be giving any incentive for organizations to be helpful for terrorists, period. Second, the bill addresses a lingering issue for survivors and their families when they do return home: harassment from the IRS. The Americans held hostage in Gaza and elsewhere throughout the globe have suffered enough and don't need their own government pursuing back taxes and fines upon their homecoming. Current law prevents the IRS from having authority to extend relief beyond a single year. This is insufficient. The policies in this bill are common sense and bring some measure of relief to our fellow Americans who are suffering under terrorist restraints. And I urge all members to vote in favor of this bill. And with that, Mr. Speaker, I yield back the balance of my time.